The moon hung bright over the quiet town, casting a silver glow over the snowy rooftops. Children lay snug in their beds, dreaming of the wonders Santa would bring, while stockings bulged ever so slightly, ready for the magic to unfold. High above, on the roof of one cozy little house, Santa Claus stood, brushing a bit of soot off his red coat. His reindeer, nestled on the snowy shingles behind him, looked on with mild concern. "All right," Santa muttered to himself, adjusting his belt. "I worked out with the elves all year for this moment. I've cut back on cookies, mostly. This should be a breeze." He peered down at the chimney. It was, well, smaller than expected. A lot smaller. More like a decorative chimney than an actual one. "Now this," Santa sighed, "this is the tricky part." He tugged at his coat, puffed out his cheeks, and calculated his angle. He could probably make it. He'd just need to pull in his belly at the right moment. Dasher raised an eyebrow. "You sure about this, boss?" Santa gave a confident chuckle. "Pfft! Of course. I'm a professional." He wiggled his fingers, took a deep breath, and whoosh! Down he went. At first everything seemed fine, dark, a little dusty, but manageable. Then, thunk! Santa's belly wedged itself firmly between the bricks. "Huh," he muttered. He gave a little wiggle, then a bigger wiggle. "Nope." Outside, Dasher winced. Uh-oh. Inside the house, a tiny mouse scurried out of his hole, blinking at the sight of two very large boots sticking out of the fireplace. "Well, this is new," the mouse squeaked. Santa sighed. "All right, no problem," he grunted, twisting just a bit. "I'll just hoist myself out. Thwump!" Instead of going up, Santa dropped straight down and landed in a soft poof of soot on the hearth. He blinked, looked around. "Ta-da!" he whispered triumphantly, to no one in particular. With a quick shake of his coat, he dusted himself off and tiptoed toward the Christmas tree. He placed each gift just right, adjusted a candy cane on the stocking for good measure, and gave a little nod of approval. Then he turned to the fireplace and rubbed his chin. "Right," he whispered. "Getting in was one thing. Getting out, well, that's future Santa's problem." Up on the roof, Dasher sighed. "I told him that chimney was too small. But don't worry, Santa always finds his way." And by the time morning arrived, all the gifts were in place. The stockings were full, and the only trace of his visit was a single track of Santa's footprints made of soot going out the front door. And perhaps, just maybe, a chuckle still echoing through the winter night.